Martell Holt just clapped back at Melody in a way no one could have predicted, telling her straight up to quit acting like the victim. For weeks now, the tension between these two has been brewing under the surface, and finally, the truth behind their heated exchange is spilling out. The accusations, the drama, and the bombshell revelations have everyone talking, and you won't believe what's come to light. Stick around, because this story is far from finished, and what happens next could completely flip what you thought you knew. The feud between Martell Holt and Melody has officially hit a boiling point, and fans are split down the middle on who's actually in the right. What began as subtle tension has now erupted into a public showdown, leaving everyone questioning the real story behind the headlines. In today's video, we're breaking it all down. What triggered Martell's fiery response, Melody's side of things, and the shocking twists that have social media in a frenzy. You won't believe how this all unfolded, and by the time we're done, you'll understand why this clash has become the talk of everyone's timeline. Trust me, this is where things really heat up. So don't go anywhere, because we're uncovering details no one else is covering. This feud between Martell Holt and Melody didn't just erupt overnight. It's been brewing behind closed doors for weeks, with minor disagreements slowly morphing into public battles. Fans first spotted hints of tension on social media when cryptic posts and subtle shades started flying, making everyone wonder if something deeper was going on. According to insiders, the conflict is rooted in long-running disagreements within their circle. Both Martell and Melody have been vocal about their frustrations, openly airing feelings of betrayal and miscommunication. What started off as personal disputes eventually spilled into the public eye, transforming what could have remained private into a full-on spectacle. Reports suggest Martell's patience wore thin after repeated comments and actions from Melody that he saw as manipulative. The breaking point, however, came when Melody allegedly painted herself as the victim in moments Martell felt called for accountability. Friends close to the pair revealed that Martell felt pushed into a corner, and his frustration ultimately boiled over into that very public clap back, telling Melody point blank to stop playing the victim. But here's the part nobody wants to talk about. Sources claim there may have been other incidents behind the scenes, ones fans never got to see. These private clashes could explain why Martell reacted so strongly and why this feud has escalated into something so explosive in such a short span of time. Up next, we'll dive into the exact moment of Martell's clap back, breaking down his words, Melody's reaction, and how fans and media alike responded to this fiery confrontation. The statement that shook social media to its core came when Martell Holt finally spoke directly to Melody, telling her without hesitation to stop playing the victim. Unlike the vague jabs and hidden messages we've seen before, this was blunt and unfiltered, leaving zero room for misinterpretation. Fans wasted no time capturing the moment. Screenshots, clips, and quotes spread like wildfire, fueling endless debates across every platform. Martell's words weren't just offhand remarks. They were built-up frustration, raw honesty, and his attempt to set the record straight once and for all.
Insiders revealed that he had grown weary of the constant drama and wanted to lay down his stance once and for all by publicly calling out Melody's behavior. Martell made it crystal clear that he wasn't about to let what he saw as manipulation or victim playing slide any longer. Melody's reaction came quickly, but in different forms. Some reports claim she pushed back defensively, insisting once again that she was being unfairly judged or misrepresented. Other accounts suggest she stayed completely silent, which left fans speculating whether her quietness meant reflection, agreement, or simply more unresolved tension. Social media immediately lit up with conversation. Hashtags trended, topics exploded, and the feud turned into an online war zone with fans fiercely choosing sides and debates raging non-stop. But here's where things take an even more fascinating turn. Several insiders suggest that Martell's clapback wasn't just about Melody's recent actions. Instead, it may have been fueled by a string of behind-the-scenes clashes the public never knew about. From disputed decisions and private conversations to alleged miscommunications, the backstory adds far more depth to what, on the surface, looks like a single heated confrontation. The media wasted no time jumping on the situation. Tabloids and entertainment outlets dissected Martell's every word, with headlines like "Martell claps back" and "Melody versus Martell" spreading rapidly. and drawing even more attention. Experts in celebrity culture point out that feuds like this often snowball fast, especially with the non-stop fuel of social media exposure, fan involvement, and wild speculation. In the next part, we'll dive into the fan reactions, breaking down exactly how the audience divided into camps, which viral comments set the internet on fire, and how this digital drama has reshaped the entire conversation surrounding Martell and Melody. We'll also unpack why so many believe the full truth hasn't yet been revealed. After Martell Holt's unfiltered clap back at Melody, the online world erupted in chaos. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok quickly became battlegrounds as fans dissected every post, meme, and video clip, each person ready to declare whose side they were on. In one of the most heated celebrity feuds of the moment, hashtags tied to the drama shot to the top of trending lists, and fan pages overflowed with screenshots, parody clips, and detailed breakdowns of every exchange. Supporters of Martell applauded him for finally speaking his truth and refusing to allow what he called manipulation to go unchecked. Many praised his boldness, arguing that most public figures shy away from confrontation to protect their reputation. But Martell chose openness and accountability instead. His defenders also insisted that Melody's supposed victim narrative had grown repetitive, and that Martell's public stance was necessary to establish boundaries. On the flip side, Melody's supporters rallied behind her, claiming that her behavior had been twisted or unfairly portrayed. Some felt Martell's response was unnecessarily harsh, and that airing it publicly only made matters worse. Meanwhile, others voiced concern about the emotional strain this feud could be causing both sides. This divide didn't just spark arguments among fans. It also pulled in influencers and commentators, many of whom produced videos dissecting tone, body language, and the deeper intentions behind every statement made. The feud's virality only magnified its effect, with social media algorithms pushing engagement. Every like, comment, and share added more fuel to the fire. Clips of Martell's remarks spread like wildfire, and reaction videos from well-known creators pulled in thousands of views within hours. This digital wave turned the feud from a simple fan story into a full-blown cultural moment, grabbing attention from mainstream outlets, gossip blogs, and online forums everywhere. But here's the part most people missed. Insiders insist that what was happening behind the scenes, private conversations and lingering tensions, played a huge role in escalating the situation. These weren't just petty disagreements, they stemmed from deeper issues, contested decisions, and unresolved conflicts that Martell and Melody had struggled with for a long time. What fans saw was only the surface, while the reality ran far deeper. On top of that, the viral spotlight came with consequences. Both Martell and Melody reportedly felt the pressure of non-stop public scrutiny, with fans speculating about the emotional toll, and even questioning how the feud might affect their careers and personal relationships. The conversation quickly became bigger than just who was right or wrong. It shifted into a wider discussion around accountability, perception, and the powerful role social media plays in shaping public narratives. In the next part, we'll look into Melody's possible motivations, insider perspectives on why Martell reacted the way he did, and the underlying dynamics fans might not fully grasp. This section will peel back more layers of the story, exposing why this feud has kept such a grip on the public and why it shows no signs of ending soon. To truly understand what's going on between Martell Holt and Melody, we need to examine Melody's perspective as well. While Martell's clapback has dominated headlines, insiders stress there are multiple dimensions to Melody's behavior that aren't visible on social media. According to sources close to the matter, Melody may have often felt dismissed, overlooked, or unfairly judged in past interactions. That sense of being misunderstood could explain why she positioned herself as the victim. In her public remarks, multiple insiders also highlight that this isn't the first time Melody has clashed with Martell. Smaller disputes, ranging from personal misunderstandings to professional disagreements, appear to have piled up, simmering quietly for weeks or even months. So, when Martell finally decided to speak out publicly, it wasn't about just one event. It reflected the breaking point of long-standing frustrations that both sides had left unresolved. But why did Melody's moves hit such a nerve with Martell? Sources suggest that her approach, intentional or not, came across as manipulative. Fans repeatedly noticed posts and comments framing her as the one who had been wronged, while downplaying or outright ignoring Martell's side. From an outsider's view, this created a narrative where Martell's perspective was erased, fueling his choice to respond directly and publicly in the form of that clapback. We'll break down the key lessons here, takeaways that not only apply to fans but to anyone facing tense personal situations. showing why this feud resonates well beyond entertainment headlines. The public clash between Martell Holt and Melody isn't just another dose of celebrity drama, it serves as a case study in accountability, communication, and handling conflict under pressure. While fans may be pulled in by the sensational elements, there are deeper lessons beyond the chatter of social media. First, this feud underscores the importance of boundaries. Martell's clapback wasn't only about confrontation. It was about setting limits and making it clear that he would no longer accept behavior he viewed as manipulative, whether in personal or professional spaces. Establishing those boundaries early can stop minor disagreements from snowballing into major blowups. As fans watch this unfold, they can see how respecting boundaries helps bring clarity and prevents resentment from festering over time. Second, this feud demonstrates the power of public perception. In today's social media era, private disputes can instantly spiral into public spectacles. Every post, every comment, every story gets dissected, shared, and debated. The drama between Martell and Melody proves how difficult it is to control the narrative once it hits the internet. It's a reminder that what we see online is often only part of the picture. Third, accountability and honesty take center stage. Martell's blunt, unfiltered approach shows that honesty, paired with direct communication, can be more effective than vague or passive remarks. Meanwhile, Melody's perspective reminds us of the importance of understanding and how emotional responses can shape public perception for fans and viewers alike. It's a reminder that conflict is layered. To truly understand it, you have to look at both sides. But here's what many miss: even in the middle of heated confrontations, there's room for growth and resolution. Insiders say that Martell and Melody have, at times, tried to communicate privately, hinting that despite the public fireworks, reconciliation or at least mutual understanding is possible. That alone adds depth, showing how even the most public conflicts can shift from pure drama into opportunities for growth and lessons learned. Finally, this feud highlights the undeniable power of engagement. Fans, influencers, and media platforms all shape how stories like this are told. From trending hashtags to viral memes, their reactions amplify the narrative and demonstrate just how powerful collective attention is in the digital era. For viewers, the takeaway is clear: what might look like simple celebrity drama can actually reflect deeper human dynamics. Watching these moments play out can teach lessons about communication, accountability, and emotional intelligence. In closing, the Martell Holt and Melody feud isn't just layered drama. It's a reflection of human behavior, public perception, and the difficulties of managing conflict in a world where every move is under the microscope. By looking at the events, the reactions, and the unseen dynamics, fans can walk away with a better understanding of relationships, boundaries, and the challenges of navigating conflict, both online and in real life.